So, I've been getting a lot of emails over the years. You would expect that the emails that I get are from men, okay? And I do get quite a few emails from black men, either, less frequently disagreeing with me, more frequently agreeing with me, and appreciating me for the content that I produce. And guys, I'm very, very ecstatic about that, and I definitely am appreciative that you brothers love what I do, and it makes me want to do it more. But as I've been producing, and as I've been making my arguments a little bit more clear, and I would say from a more, I would not say more of a rough approach, but maybe more political, if you want to say, putting my positions out there and leading maybe some of the feelings and some of the emotion, maybe some of the name calling out. I have received a plethora of emails from people identifying themselves as black women. And the many emails are astounding. Some even comment. And some of the things that I am finding out is that they agree with a lot of my assessments about black men and black female relationships. And the email typically comes out like, hey, Brother O'Shea, I watch your video. I may watch it with my husband, or I was referred to your videos by so on and so forth. And, I don't comment on your videos, but I definitely agree with what you're saying. And I wish that the black community would do X, Y, and Z to fix these things. And it brings me, as I would say, let me call out Brother Full Circle. Brother Full Circle, it brings me to a situation where I now have developed such an idea. Why can't these black women come out and talk about it publicly? And you do have some that are on YouTube, and I feel somewhat sorry for these sisters because, many times they get talked about. They get called names by sisters themselves. You see them on Facebook. I know that was the case with Nicole Inner Beauty. I hear that a lot when it comes to these sorts of things. But you know what? What I'm thinking is there are, I don't know the number, but there's definitely a group of African American black women that are feminine, that are underground. And guys may disagree with me, because I know a lot of guys think that a lot of black women are not underground, but I believe that they are. A lot of black women agree with manosphere content. You'd be surprised by the amount of donations that guys get from sisters secretly. We're not catering our platforms for black women or anything like that. But they can't come out and publicly say these things. And they can't come out and publicly say these things because they are shamed, okay? And they are criticized for wanting something that is normal. And that is to be a submissive wife or to work with a man in a black relationship. There was a story of a woman that was getting up at 6 in the morning, husband, or 5 in the morning, 4:30. Husband had to work at 5 or 6 o'clock. She would get up in the morning before she go to work, and she would cook her husband breakfast every morning because she wanted to make sure that he had a hot breakfast. In times that she couldn't prepare it the night before, she would do that. And she was happy doing that. She was happy being a mother. And happy, being a wife. She worked part-time. The guy was doing very well. She was doing good too. And she was homeschooling her children and stuff like that. She was, really having a good time. And somebody found out about it, and then they were shaming her. How come you cooking for him? How come you doing that? There are other reports of sisters who want to work out. And you see this all the time. When I went in California, I was actually shocked. I went to a few gyms, and the number of black women that you see, and I'm in Sacramento, that's a city, the county has about 15% black women. But you've seen black women starting to address, some of these overweight, obese issues. You do have sisters that are getting more out, okay? It's in America in general, but you're seeing black women starting to kind of adopt this. And we all know why the sisters are doing this. Sisters are doing this, obviously look better, but obviously when you look better, you can get a better mate. And, they may not ever say this, but, if you see a sister that was 300 pounds, and all of a sudden she's 160, and now she's on Instagram, she's trying to catch. I mean, this is what's going on. Let's be honest, okay? What's motivating her is she wants to look good, and she wants a better opportunity at a long-term mate. And then you actually will have somebody to come out and say, well, why are you losing weight? You look good as you are. Don't be losing weight for that nigga. Blah, 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 and all of this. And the shaming that comes on the black women from other people in the black community, and it comes from black women themselves. A lot of times in the same, and it comes from people that are not even in successful relationships. Older people who are bitter for not being able to find anybody. And a woman agreeing with being that a man should be, even in church, the Bible even says that the man is the leader, the man's the head. Sisters who agree with that, people have a hard time. They have a hard time with black women who actually want to be their role. A nurturer, a woman, like other women try to pull sisters away from, and some sisters come from single parent homes. Let me just say this. Some sisters come from single parent homes, okay? But there are black women that have that energy. It's natural to them. They want to be a provider. They want to be a wife. That's just how their personality. Even though they might have never had a father, some women, it's natural. It's their inclination. That's where they feel more comfortable. And when black women want to try to do that, they're shamed. We got to be honest. There's sisters out there that want to do, but they can't talk about it. It's just like there was some sisters that you all think that they don't like Donald Trump. There are a lot of black women out there that watch Donald Trump and watch the way Donald Trump was moving and watch Republican conservative talk shows and agree with everything that's being said and won't tell anybody. You can't come out there and say you're a black female Donald Trump supporter. You can't come out there and say you believe in black men leading. You can't come out there and say that. You're going to get slaughtered in the black internet. You're going to get slaughtered. Obliterated. And this is why feminine black women are underground. It's the Underground Railroad. Black women who are feminine have went underground. And I know it. Underground, it's pretty much like, I can't talk about it, but we're here. Which, I think that that's bad, because for black men, it's like, well, damn, it makes me feel like they not out here. But I get emails from so many of them. I get DMs for so many of them. You'd be surprised at how many of them are attractive. I watch your videos all the time. I've been watching you since this date. And I agree with 100,000% of what you're talking about. I just can't say nothing about it. And it's a shame that a group of black women out there who would like to, who interested in something long term and want to do something regular and don't agree with the propaganda going on right now about the black community and would like to see things go in the community, but they can't. And let me tell you guys something. This is something that you need. In order for black America or anything to do well, you need families. You need people to come together and want to do stuff. And the black community doesn't make black women feel comfortable enough to come out and do that for black men. They'll make it comfortable for them to do it for somebody else, a white man. But a black man, oh no, you can't be feminine to him, baby. he ain't worth it. And a lot of times, like LAR Movement said, sisters are being caused to give up on the right guy, all because some bum person thinks they should. Guys, let me know what you think. Subscribe, hit the bell. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let me know what's up. All my contact information is pinned to the top, so make sure you get that. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. Don't forget the Teespring in the comment section below, pinned to the top. Go get your Black Men Are Perfect t-shirt. Peace out.